June 1991, the biggest stage in gaming, and the most expensive handshake ever broken. A day earlier, Sony announced a partnership with Nintendo. Now, Nintendo walked on stage with someone else. The partner they humiliated built a machine that outsold Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 combined. But here's the strange part of this autopsy. Nintendo's fear was completely rational. 1990. Nintendo owned the living room. They had rebuilt an entire industry from its ashes. The console was the gate. The cartridges were the toll road. Nintendo collected on every game sold. Every developer needed Nintendo's stamp, Nintendo's factory, Nintendo's blessing. The software was the money machine. Then a new shape appeared on the horizon, the compact disc, cheap, enormous, and outside Nintendo's control. So Nintendo invited a partner inside the walls, the proudest company in electronics, Sony. Deep inside Sony, one engineer had been waiting for this moment his whole career. Kutaragi had already built the Super Nintendo's sound chip, almost in secret, hidden from his own bosses. Only one man protected him, Sony's chief, Norio Oga. Remember that name? 1988. The deal. Sony would build Nintendo a CD add-on called the PlayStation. Buried in the contract lay a clause with teeth. Sony would control the CD software. And software wasn't a detail. Software was the entire money machine. Yamauchi reread the contract and saw the abyss, a rival inside the vault. He could have renegotiated quietly. Instead, Nintendo chose the knife. June 1991. Chicago. Sony walks on stage and announces the partnership to the world. Next morning, Nintendo takes the same stage and announces a deal with Philips. No warning. The proudest company in electronics, humiliated in public, in front of the entire industry. Sony's chief tried everything to stop it. The calls went nowhere. The knife was already in. And the man Sony sent to that stage didn't just want revenge. He wanted the throne. All he needed was a weapon, and Nintendo's next mistake would hand it to him personally. Inside Sony, the games project was nearly killed. Executives wanted nothing to do with toys. Then Oga slammed the table. We will never withdraw from this business. Keep going. The revenge machine got a name. PlayStation. One word now. No partner. No permission. It was everything Nintendo wasn't. Compact discs, cheap licenses, open doors for every developer. December 3rd, 1994. Japan. 100,000 PlayStations sold on the first day. Nintendo's answer was still years away. Sony had the living room to itself. Then came E3, 1995. Sega priced their new machine at $399. Sony's man walked on stage. He said one word. $299. The hall exploded. Sega's launch was dead on arrival. One word had done it. PlayStation wasn't just winning gamers, it was winning the people who make the game. Because now came Nintendo's next mistake, the one that handed Sony the weapon. The Nintendo 64 kept cartridges, lightning fast, but tiny and expensive to make. Square, the house behind Final Fantasy, begged for discs. Nintendo refused. January 1996, Final Fantasy VII moved to PlayStation. The weapon wasn't hardware. It was a role-playing game about a flower girl. As Square tells it, Nintendo's reply was 3 words: never come back. The rest of the industry read the message and followed Square across the bridge. Final score: PlayStation, 102 million, more than Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 combined. So, the autopsy. And this one is strange. Nintendo's fear was completely justified. The contract was dangerous. Sony would have held the keys to the money machine. But the answer? Public humiliation instead of quiet renegotiation turned a partner into a predator. They created the exact enemy they were afraid of, a prophecy that fulfilled itself. Nintendo survived and later won again on their own terms, but the throne was gone for 15 years. Next on Empire Autopsy, the empire that never existed, $9 billion, one drop of blood.